This is QTV News coming to you live from our studios on Kairaba Avenue, and I'm Asma Uba. Thanks for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. On the commemoration of the 75th anniversary of the World Health Organization, the WHO country representative in the Gambia, Dr. Desta Tirini, highlighted the WHO's achievements since its inception in 1948. Officials of the Central Bank of the Gambia and the West Africa Institute for Financial and Economic Management have stressed the need for more training for middle-level officers and senior executives at regulatory establishments. The Gambia Organization for the Visually Impaired, GOVI, commemorated Worldwide Cane Safety Day on Sunday to show the significance of the white cane to visually impaired individuals. In business news, Reliance Financial Services celebrated International Day of Rural Women over the weekend at Barra in the Lower Nyomi district of the North Bank region under the theme Celebrating Rural Women Entrepreneurs. We also have the foreign exchange rates from the Central Bank of the Gambia for the 16th to the 22nd of October 2023. These and other stories coming up. Do stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us on the commemoration of the 75th anniversary of the World Health Organization. WHO country representative in the Gambia, Dr. Desta Tirini, highlighted the achievements by the organization since its inception in 1948. Lolem Kamara reports.
In 1948, countries of the world came together and founded the World Health Organization, WHO, to promote health, keep the world safe, and serve the vulnerable, so everyone, everywhere, can attain the highest level of health and well-being. Since then, the organization continues to make significant contributions to global health. Dr. Desta Tirini, the WHO country rep, points out that his organization continues to register remarkable achievements in improving health outcomes, tackling global health challenges, and shaping the future of healthcare. Dr. Tirini further stated the multifaceted achievements of the WHO range from eradicating diseases such as smallpox and polio to leading the global response against epidemics such as HIV and AIDS, Ebola, and COVID-19.
One crucial aspect of our journey towards better health has been the improvement of access to quality healthcare services. With the support from the World Health Organization, member states have developed and implemented strategies to ensure that healthcare services are accessible to all without causing financial burdens.
The WHO envisions a world where health for all is realized. Sorafin Wakana, the UN Residence Coordinator, states that the WHO has been a beacon of hope, a symbol of global cooperation, and a guardian of public health. And on this occasion, it is important to acknowledge the significant milestones in the organization's journey.
WHO has tirelessly strived to fulfill its mission, the attainment of the highest possible level of health for all people. One of its most outstanding achievements was the eradication of smallpox. This groundbreaking achievement showcased the power of international collaboration.
Since the foundation of the WHO, the world has experienced public health challenges that have required us all to come together with science, solutions, and solidarity. The WHO and the Gambia government have worked closely to improve the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of malaria, and having to eliminate trachoma as a public health program. Dr. Ahmad Lamin Samate is the Gambia's Minister of Health.
When we talk about WHO generally, certainly, we must talk about the WHO country office. This wouldn't have been possible without the commitment of our very modest brother, Dr. Desta Tirini, who as a WHO country representative has been at the forefront of our response to COVID-19, our response to measles outbreaks, our response to the AKI outbreak in this country.
Monique Bahata, External Relations Officer with WHO, gave the vote of thanks on behalf of the team. As officials gathered to celebrate the achievements of the WHO at 75, they renewed their commitment to health equity and to ensuring everyone has equal opportunities to live a healthy and productive life. For QTV News, Slowly M. Kamara.
Now, at the opening of a 4-day leadership and management training course on Monday, officials of the Central Bank of the Gambia and the West Africa Institute for Finance and Economic Management (WIFEM) stressed the need for more training for middle-level officers and senior executives at regulatory establishments within member states. Ansumane Sonyasi has more.
This training forms part of a series of training programs being implemented by WIFEM to build the capacity of member states to deal with regulatory matters within the economic sector and boost investment. Addressing participants drawn from several countries across the region, Babukar Cham, the Director of Human Resources at the Central Bank of the Gambia, highlights the need for such training as it facilitates the achievement of organizational goals. Mr. Cham commended WIFEM for their foresight in training middle-level officers, adding that this is important as they would be assuming higher leadership roles in the future.
Leadership and management work in tandem for the desired results, aims, and objectives of the organization to be achieved. Management is about directing, coordinating, planning, and executing, while leadership is about getting things done through the injection of a participatory approach. The advent of COVID-19 and the Russian-Ukraine war deeply affected the economic conditions of many countries in the world, especially our part of the world, where we sometimes depend on sustaining our economies through trade and support from the Western countries.
He also implores senior managers at regulatory institutions across member states to encourage and provide more training opportunities for junior staff. Dr. Alvin Johnson, WIFEM Director of Governance and Institutional Development, says the current realities in the sector requires innovation and new thinking. Hence, the need to groom new leaders with fresh ideas, adding that training courses like this are important for organizational growth.
We know that we are in turbulent times. Leadership we require leadership at this point in time. You know, WIFEM has been judged in developing capacity in macroeconomic management, debt management, and financial sector management. But the recent developments of late have made us to move a little bit from those technical areas into governance issues, because if we develop our economies and do all of what we're supposed to do, if we don't have leadership to drive them, you know, at the end of the day, they will fizzle out, and then we'll have all the challenges we have in the round.
It is generally believed that middle-level managers who go through continuous training and development are more capable of navigating on-the-job challenges, inspiring and leading their teams, and fostering a culture of growth. And WIFEM, who oversees training for financial regulatory bodies such as Central Bank, will hope that this training will greatly complement their capacity-building efforts for member countries. Antoine Sonyasi for QTV News.
The Gambia Organization for the Visually Impaired, GOVI, commemorated Worldwide White Cane Day on Sunday to show the significance of the cane to visually impaired individuals as an important symbol of blindness and a tool of independence. More in this report by Mamudu Gajaga.
Worldwide Cane Day is celebrated annually on October 15th to raise awareness about the courtesy rules of blindness and promote accessibility and inclusion for people with disabilities. The GOVI members, government officials, partners held a march past to raise awareness of the condition and to inform motorists, cyclists and pedestrians about the importance of the white cane. Justice Mohammed S. Krubali, Secretary General of GOVI, highlighted the significance of the day.
The white cane is an important tool that gives the blind and the visually impaired free and independence, in the sense that the white cane can be used by the blind or low vision or visually impaired to move freely and independently from school, from the neighborhood, from home, or anywhere. So these are some of the significance of the white cane.
The day is also set aside to remind policymakers about their duty towards the plight of visually impaired people, especially in creating laws that will protect their rights as equal members of society. Abdullah Njai, the National Assembly member for Banjul Central, spoke about the need to stand up for people with visual impairments. Ndeya Senseka, former nominated National Assembly member who is visually impaired, shared a story about one of their members.
In 1979, this time around, we were here with our very active member, Musa Diba. He was with us, but on our way going home was the day that he was knocked down by a vehicle. And during that day, we were talking about the driver's behavior as far as the white game is concerned. So Musa Diba also may his soul rest in peace, and we will still remember him.
Fatou Kinte, the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, says the significance of World White Cane Day is also a reminder for people to take care of their eyes.
And therefore, all stakeholders to work together with us in making eye care an integral part of our health coverage in the Gambia, as well as continuing in engaging and empowering people and communities about eye care needs. It is also important to create a conducive environment for persons with visual impairment to have access and enjoy social.
The white cane is an essential tool for the visually impaired, whether at work, school, around their homes or in the streets. Mumudu Gajaga, QTV News.
We will now go for a commercial break, but when we return, we have more business and local news stories for you. Do stay tuned.
Technology has always been at the forefront of our lives, and the way we use it has evolved drastically over the years. With the advent of 5G internet, we are entering a new era of technological innovation that promises to transform the way we live, work, and play. 5G internet is capable of providing data speeds up to 100 times faster than 4G, making it the ideal solution for streaming high-quality videos, playing online games, and downloading large files on the go. 5G internet is already transforming cities across the globe, powering smart cities, self-driving cars, and virtual reality experiences that were once thought impossible. 5G internet is also paving the way for Internet of Things, allowing for seamless connectivity between devices and the creation of a truly connected world. For the first time in the Gambia, QCell is bringing tomorrow's technology to you today with the launch of QCell 5G Internet. Get ready to experience the out-of-this-world wonders of QCell's 5G Internet. For more information, call 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Yow man de ma armanti lay dundé suma kër gis bi dafa ceeñ masuta ceeñ
waaw du gis ngeen daw si ba mu amee sikki sàkkane armanti mi dañoo wecci ay cafkaam ba ñu ko ubbilee siwo bi ba xet gi dugg ko cam billahi la mu yëg bari na armanti ñaar fukki at ak nangam ba mu ne cëpp ci réew mi ba tey mësula wecci doxalin mësula wecci cafka
bu leen ci am benn ñaari xel man mii di jaay lépp luy produit gi armanti rek am naa ko am na 500 millilitres 1000 millilitres ak 5 kilos ba noppi nag am 750 ml bi nga xam ne mi ngi toj réew mi gis nga armanti Eva Protect Milk bi mooy mos dolli te armanti spaghetti bii ngay gis moo dàq ci spaghetti yi
gis nga armanti bottom margarine bi noonu la gënee ci yow mi nga xamante ne yaa ngi jaay tàngane ci Johnson bi comme bi fi armanti la dugal sa waa ñoddi sa kombe bi gis ngeen lii sardañ la da nga gis boobu jën bi dafa neex gis nga meew ko ndig mil bi armantee ko fi indi moom mi dafa sakkan xoolal xale bi nu muy naanee banana milk bi gis ngeen flamingo oil bi dem leen ci bépp boutique bépp supermarket ci bépp marché
armantee ki prodogam kenn mënu koo ceeñ
armanti boppam ndax moo di good quality food.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News, and I'm Asma Uba. Let's now take a look at business news. Reliance Financial Services celebrated International Day of Rural Women over the weekend at Barrow in the Lower Nyomi district of the North Bank region under the theme Celebrating Rural Women Entrepreneurs. Lamin Alaji Funding Dabo has more.
International Day of Rural Women was adopted by the UN General Assembly on December 18, 2007 to celebrate rural women and girls. Women make significant contributions to agricultural production, food security and nutrition, land and natural resource management, and building climate resilience. Babukar Khan, the Managing Director of Reliance Financial Services, explains efforts by Reliance Financial Services in supporting and empowering women's entrepreneurship.
In 2012-2013, we introduced a women market program, which is a comprehensive package that targets women in the Gambia and girls to have access to financial services, which include savings, loans, and limited life insurance products, but most importantly, financial and educational literacy.
Papa Tunkara, the chairman of Kerewan Area Council, explains some of the significant roles played by rural women in advancing the country's socio-economic development.
Rural women are the backbone of our agricultural and farming communities, contributing significantly to food securities and the well-being of their families and communities.
Malado M. Jallo, representing the CEO of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, commended Reliance Financial Services for tirelessly supporting women entrepreneurs.
The participation of rural women in decision-making processes, both at the local and national levels, is crucial for ensuring that their unique perspectives are heard and their contributions are valued. By acknowledging their role and supporting their efforts, we can build a stronger, more equitable and prosperous Gambia for all.
Sambaba, guest speaker, a representative of the governor of the Central Bank of the Gambia, spoke on the importance of microfinance in empowering rural women.
As microfinance involving the extension of small loans and other financial services to low-income groups is very important economic conduit designed to facilitate inclusion and assist the poor to work their way out of poverty.
Rose Zahra Gomez represented the Ministry of Gender.
As female farmers and agro-processors are mostly rural women, the ministry have supported rural women with training on best agricultural practices, food processing, entrepreneurship, and provision with farming implements, seeds to boost their production capacity.
Certificates were awarded to individuals and women entrepreneur groups for their efficient partnerships with Reliance Financial Services. The main objective of Reliance Financial Services is to provide financial services to the average Gambian, especially those at the bottom of the economic pyramid. For QTV News, Lamin Alai Fandin Dabo.
Also in business news, the Central Bank of the Gambia has issued the official interbank foreign exchange rates from the 16th to the 22nd of October. Here are those rates.
The Bank of the Gambia has released the following official interbank foreign exchange rates for valuation purposes, applicable from the 16th of October to the 22nd of October 2023. The rates are as follows. $1 US, $61 Cs 79 batuts. €1 Euro, $66 Cs 3 batuts. £1 British pound, $76 Cs 90 batuts. $1 Swiss franc, $65 Cs 97 batuts. 5,000 CFA franc, $494 Cs 58 batuts. 100 Swedish krona, $528 Cs 90 batuts. 100 Norwegian krona, $554 Cs 51 batuts. 100 Danish krone, $722 Cs 38 batuts. West African unit of account currency, $81 Cs 18 batuts. This is the end of the official interbank foreign exchange rate valuation from the Central Bank of the Gambia for the period 16th October to the 22nd of October 2023. Aldo Dele Campbell reporting for QTV News.
On other stories, the Haji Drame Foundation for the Visually Challenged distributed wheelchairs, hospital beds and sanitary materials to various individuals and health facilities. Mumuru Gajaga again.
The Haji Guy Drame Foundation, in partnership with the Gambia Canadian Youth Development Association, distributed valuable materials to individuals and health facilities. Persons living with a physical disability and are wheelchair-bound were handed wheelchairs, Hospitals, including the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital and Diabugu Clinic, received electronic beds, while Serekunda General and Bundung Maternal and Child Hospital received donations of detergents, among other items. Haji Drame is the founder of the foundation.
Today is a very historic event, and it's not the first time we've been there. What makes today historic is because of the gesture that is going out today has never come before. We usually gather here to share items from one container. But I'm glad this time we are talking about 2 containers, 40-feet containers materials. These are not the only materials that are donated by the Gambian Canadian Youth Development Association, who we must recognize, and also a beautiful family who are not Gambians, but they have Gambians in heart. Chris is a Canadian citizen with the wife, Dee, and there are 2 sons, Yuri and Dimitri. These guys will go around Canada to look for materials, wheelchairs, hospital beds, and many, many, many other things.
The wheelchairs will ease mobility for the physically disabled, while the electronic hospital beds will help address bed shortages. Dr. Abubakar Jain, who is physically challenged, says his journey to becoming a professional can inspire others. He also said being physically challenged should not limit anyone from pursuing their goals to be a productive member of society.
I sit in here as a model of hope for a lot of youngsters. I sit in here as an inspirational person for a lot of people who probably will not have, will think differently of themselves. But by seeing me able to achieve what I've achieved in life, they could probably see a difference in themselves and know that they can do it differently. I'm born and bred in this country, in a very rural part of this country. I come from Brikama. Not the current Brikama. When I was in Brikama, it was a small village. I mean, when I was much younger, and I went to school there. I finished high school in Janjambure. I've never been to Banjul to go to school.
Fana Jata, who is one of the many beneficiaries of the wheelchairs donated, expressed happiness at receiving the equipment, which will help ease his mobility.
It's nice. It's good. It's good for me now. I like it. I come here, I'm happy for this one they give.
The Haji Guy Drama Foundation for the Physically Challenged was established in 2016 to support persons living with disabilities. The foundation reaches healthcare facilities, communities, schools, and individuals in need. Mamudu Gajaga, QTV News.
Pardon me, the Haji Foundation for the Physically Challenged, not Visually Challenged. We continue. The governor of the North Bank region, Lamin Sedikan, presided over the coronation of Mustafa Diba, the new chief of Upper Badibu district. The event was attended by government officials, paramount and district chiefs, and other dignitaries. The story by Don Williams is narrated by Lena E. Igwenyiba.
The proceedings began with the swearing-in ceremony in which the new chief takes the oaths of secrecy and allegiance to the state administered by the governor of the North Bank region, Lamin Sedikan.
I, Alhaji Mustafa Diba.
I, Alhaji Mustafa Diba.
Having been appointed as chief of Upper Badibu district.
Having been appointed as the chief of Upper Badibu district.
Do swear that.
Do swear that.
I will be faithful.
I will be faithful.
And bear true allegiance.
And bear true allegiance.
To the Republic of the Gambia.
To the Republic of the Gambia.
According to the laws of the Gambia.
According to the laws of the Gambia.
So help me Allah.
So help me Allah.
This was followed by the handing over of the scepter, the symbol of power for the chieftaincy. After that, the national flag was hosted in the new chief's compound by the Gambia Police Force to symbolize the beginning of Alhaji Mustafa Diba's chieftaincy.
Callers, please stand and...
Bintu Sise, a resident of Harafeni and the regional women's mobilizer, is delighted that the chieftaincy is in Farafenni, the largest catchment area in Upper Badibu. She thanked President Barrow for the trust and confidence he has in the new chief. Omar Diba, representing the youths, said the new chief is honest and dedicated to duty, and they are confident that he will deliver to expectation for the people of the North Bank region and the nation. He said the new chief was a teacher and believes he will champion the cause of the youths. David Gomez, Director of Governance at the Ministry of Lands, advised the new chief to execute his duties without fear or favor. He also spoke about his ministry's plan to revive the traditional Mansa Bengo, an event that brings together chiefs from across the country to discuss the values of chieftaincy, matters relating to local administration, governance, culture and development. Alhaji Mustafa Diba, the newly appointed chief, calls for the promotion of peace and unity in our communities and work for the development of our country. He thanked President Barrow for appointing him and promised to work in the interests of the country. He urged his people, especially those close to him, not to break the law in the expectation that he will defend them. He emphasized that he is here for everyone. Other guests at the event include Haja Maimuna Sise, a nominated National Assembly member, Fabala Fadia Kinte, Chief of Lower Badibu, security chiefs and other dignitaries. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena E. Igwenyiba.
That's all we have for you on this news bulletin. Join us again at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Thanks for watching.